two or not?
I want to share something with you. What happened with me today? Let me know first, what is the dress code for the meeting today?
Floral.
Floral. Hawaii floral. When I came to know about this word, Hawaii floral, I was confused. Actually, I heard about Hawaii chappal, Hawaii slippers, Hawaii floral. Then I asked my Baba, Google Baba, oh, printed flowers on the dress. I searched my almirah. Rich people call it wardrobe. Then I found a floral kurta there with very difficulty. And I tried to wear it, but I couldn't. It didn't fit my body. Do you know why? Because it was my wife's kurta. A very warm welcome to meeting number 74 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. I am Sunil Gupta, your Sergeant Arms for the meeting. As the Sergeant Arms, it's my responsibility to maintain discipline and decorum in the meeting. So for this, I have some guidelines for you and me as well. The meeting is blocked for 2 hours. If you want to get maximum benefit out of it, please stay with us for the entire duration. Please keep your videos on and audios off. However, you can turn on your audio when you are called or you need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International doesn't put any restriction on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, we always request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I hope and I am sure that you will all follow these guidelines and maintain the decorum of the meeting. Now, I would like to invite the presiding officer of the meeting. The presiding officer, who is known for her sound judgment and practical approach for problem solving. She is none other than Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur. Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur is a course prevention of sexual harassment and POXO, protection of children from sexual offenses trainer who helps build inclusive workplace. She is also a communication and workplace skills coach. Apart from this, she is a CBSE English faculty who has helped more than 2,000 students ace the board examinations. And she is also the president of the club, the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. So please welcome the presiding officer of the meeting, Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur, with a huge round of applause. Over to you, Jaspreet.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms Sunil Gupta. And I think the round of applause should continue for our Sergeant at Arms because he has done it once again. He starts with his beautiful sense of humor. I don't know which closet and which wardrobe he pulls out the humor bombs from and he drops them in the meeting. And this is how the Sergeant at Arms starts the address, which is a wonderful welcome note for all of us. And the way, I don't know where he gets all the information to talk about the presiding officer. And I don't even know where he's going to dig deep and get out the information. So thank you for doing that week after week, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. So a big round of applause for you for doing that very successfully. Now, with this, I declare meeting number 74 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club to order. I welcome all the Toastmasters, visiting Toastmasters, and guests to our meeting today. And right at the beginning, with immense pride and joy, I would like to announce an achievement of all the three clubs of Gabbys, the Gabbys, Gabbys Online, and Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. They have officially earned the status of President's Distinguished Club. The President's Distinguished Club Award is a recognition awarded to clubs that not only meet the set eligibility criteria, but also excel in education, membership, growth, leadership, and club operations. A huge shout out and heartfelt congratulations to all the members, officers, mentors, and supporters who contributed to this incredible success. A big round of applause for the entire Gabbys family. Congratulations, everybody. Now, with this, I would like to call the guests. I can see certain guests in the meeting room to come up and tell us something about themselves in a quick 30 seconds, whether they are a Toastmaster, a guest, where are they from, and how did they come to know about the meeting today. So we have Poonam Bhandari. Poonam, can you unmute, come up on camera, and tell us about yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. I am a Toastmaster from Infinity Toastmasters Club, and I just happened to see your flyer, so I just joined in. No, what's so interesting?
Yes. So this is your first visit to our club?
Yes, it is.
All right. So I hope you're going to have a great time.
Yes, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
joining, Poonam. And I hope you stay with us till the entire duration so that I can take your feedback towards the end.
Absolutely, will try that.
Yes.
Thank you.
We have DK. DK, can you please come up on camera, unmute?
Am I visible? Yeah.
Yes, you are. Visible, audible, everything.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is DK. I'm from the East Delhi Toastmaster Club from Delhi. If I talk about myself, I'm the senior HR professional. Like I'm the HR business partner basically for the one of the India SBU. And of course, I love to that join the different Toastmaster clubs to know more about the how we can be able to learn as much as we can. So I think I have been joining these Gabbys from last couple of months, maybe once in a month or maybe twice in a month sometimes, whenever time permits me. And it's always been great to be part of the Gabbys family or Gabbys, that meetings because I'm learning something from each meeting. So looking forward.
This is great. So when visiting Toastmasters, visit us time and again. That is a great compliment for us in itself. So thank you for being here and hope that we come up to your expectations, DK. We have guest Rajnikant Reddy. Rajnikant, if you could please unmute, come up on camera, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, hi, Jaspreet.
Welcome.
I'm Rajnikant. Even this is not the first time attending Gabbys. Once in a while, I'm attending when I find time. It was really good, and I get to meet Saurodatta and I forgot Nancy and other members from in different offline events. It was really good how they have scaled up and how they are performing. So kind of aspirant to become to reach to some extent. That is one thing I'm planning, and good to attend a Gabbys meetings whenever time permits. It was wonderfully happening.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. It is good to have people like you saying all these words. So a big round of applause to all of you for sharing such wonderful input with us. Hope you stay with us till the end of the meeting. Enjoy and give us the feedback as well before the meeting ends today. Okay, now we know about Toastmasters. We know Dr. Ralph C. Smedley started it in the year 1924. Now, something which we don't know, I was just trying to scroll and find out certain things. Now, this is what I wasn't aware of. I don't know how many of you are. So we know that Toastmaster adapts for all our needs, that we know. Now, this example was wonderful that came across, that Audible Talkers Toastmasters in Arizona. It was formed for people with significant hearing loss. And meetings are held in a library room which is equipped with special assistive hearing technology and live captioning, so that members who use hearing aids or those cochlear implants can follow each and every word. Now, this was something very surprising for me. And so this club proved to be, that even profound hearing impairment isn't a barrier to Toastmasters, to those who practice public speaking and leadership along with that. So if that does not talk volumes about the inclusivity and adaptability of Toastmasters, what else does? So from cochlear implants to confident communication, Toastmaster really helps everybody out. So this was something very touching for me. We are not leaving anyone out. That is something really very beautiful to do. So now, speaking of being heard, it is time to tune in to the voices that will lead us through today's meeting. And once again, it is Wonderful Thursday, where we have a special guest, an educational speaker, who will take us through a very different and a very interesting topic, which I'm not going to reveal because she did not want that to be revealed at all. So I'll leave that for her and for the Toastmaster of the day to introduce. Now, moving on to the Toastmaster of the day, it is Toastmaster Sameer Ali Wahid, which we can see he's sitting all geared up to take on the show. So a little about him. Sameer is an IT professional in quality assurance, lives in Bangalore with his wife and children, loves to travel, likes to read when he gets time, and is a water person. He likes the beach, water sports, and deep sea diving. And today also, I think he's going to take us to some roller coaster ride of holidays, vacations. Let's see what he does. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sameer. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. How many of us here are parents of school-going children or have been at some point? I see a few, and yes, even I'm one of them. And I do hope your summer vacations are going very well. And as a parent, when I think of summer vacation, the first thing that comes to my mind is sleep. On normal days, my day starts very early. I get up at 5 o'clock. It's a lot of hustle in the morning to get two kids out of bed, get them ready, get them to have a quick snack, and catch the bus, which comes around 6:45. For the last 1 month or so, I have been sleeping until 7 a.m., and that for me is absolute bliss. That's going to last for a few more days, after which the school is going to start. What I realize is that at different points in life, the bliss of a vacation can actually change. For example, right now it's more about sleep for me. If I go back a little bit, as a child, vacations were a lot about spending time with my favorite cousins. We were about six of us, and we were very closely knit. And my cousins were at a small town on the outskirts, so we would actually go down and spend time with them. We would spend time sometimes playing hide and seek all day, and other days we would also come up with a lot of adventure. For example, going fishing, or chasing the sheep, or even trying to cook up a meal with a makeshift fire stove. I realized that the previous generation as parents were actually a little chilled and carefree. I can imagine how anxious I would be if my kids were to do some of the things that I did. One adventure that I remember vividly is that there was this mountain close to my cousin's place. Well, at that point, it seemed like a mountain, maybe it's more like a hill. And it was beautiful, green, misty, and also mysterious. We always wondered what was beyond or what was on the top. So one fine day, the six of us thought that let's go on a picnic, let's pack our food, go and try to conquer this little hill. I was about 5, and the rest in the group were older than me. So the older ones led the way, and it took us an hour. And ultimately, we trekked the hill and reached the top. And what I saw was this beautiful lake, totally calm, serene, and no one around. And that again was for me bliss. One, because of the beauty. Second, because of the calm I felt. And third was also because of the sense of achievement of conquering this mountain and discovering something beyond that was obvious. Later on, as I grew up, vacations meant a lot about travel, exploring the world, finding out new places, and all of that, but more of that later on. Now, I would like to ask you, what has been your favorite vacation memory as a child? Would anybody like to share? Yes, TK, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. But it's not a childhood memory, I must say. But yes, the first time when I did that river rafting, whitewater river rafting, right? It was my initial days of the HR team. I joined as HR trainee over there, and it's a very next day. They had a plan from Friday evening to go to the Rishikesh. It was almost for 2 days trip. But second day we had to be ready for the that whitewater rafting. Though that point of time I did not know this even as swimming, how to swim and all that. It was very difficult, just to uh, give the consent and board the raft and all that. But when I decided to just to go over there, something that we call dar ke aage jeeta kind of thing. So just boarded the raft, and you won't believe it was kind of the amazing experience because I was kind of leading after a couple of minutes. So that was one of the moments I still remember. And I was thinking that because of that only, later on, I made myself as a swimmer. I joined the swimming, coachings. And I think constantly, I think 3 to 4 times I did the whitewater rafting, which is close to my heart nowadays. So that is one of the moment actually you're talking about. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, I remember I did this in Rishikesh as well. So they have like 3 levels of the raft, easy, medium, hard. So I started with the easy one and I absolutely loved it. And the next day I actually went back and tried to do the medium difficulty and then the harder one. It gets a lot more exciting as you progress the levels. But yeah, it was amazing. And the best part was that at one point, some of us were allowed to jump into the Ganges. And it was really cool at that time. I really enjoyed that part.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? I think Toastmaster Mita, you raised your hand.
Yes, I remember my early years when I came to Bangalore from Rajkot. I always used to wait for my holidays. As soon as I'll get holidays, I'll be thinking when you are taking me to Rajkot, my native place, when we will go out of station. So that was the main part. And we enjoy to go to Nani's house. So wherever, whatever it is there, we want to go to Mama's place and enjoy because there it is a freedom. You can eat, you can enjoy, you can play full day. Nobody, there is no restriction. So that was a time we can think of summers. And now as being as a teacher also, we will think of summer because we will get a relief from the time work because we have to do always on time this work, that work and full thing. So we'll get only 1 month hardly so that we'll be waiting for that event at that time also. As a being a teacher also will be waiting. As a student, like a kids also, we used to wait for the vacation. So that is a thing from me. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else would like to share? Okay, so let's move on with our meeting. The structure of today's meeting is that there are 3 parts to it. The first part, there is going to be an educational session. Followed by that, we are going to have the table topic session. And in the end, there will be a table topic evaluation. So we are going to start with the first part of the meeting. Before we get into that, I would like to introduce the timer for today. The timer for today is Toastmaster Mita Shah. Mita Shah is a teacher by passion and profession with a focus on building a strong foundation through early childhood education for children. Toastmaster Mita, can you please explain your role for today?
Yes. Happy evening. Greetings, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers as well as we have today education sessions. So, and the evaluation of other table topics. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. So now the table, we have education sessions. For the education sessions, we'll have a 30 minutes. I'll be showing green card. At 35 minutes, I'll be showing yellow card. And at 40 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. Next, as a QR question and answer, for 5 minutes, I'll be showing green card. At 7 minutes, I'll be showing yellow card. And at 10 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. Next, we have a table topic session. So for that, I'll be showing that will be okay. Later on, after the education sessions, I'll be coming back. Over
Sure.
to you.
Thank you so much. So we have a very special guest today for our educational session, and the topic for me was extremely intriguing when I saw it first. First impression, what does your signature tell about you? So let's see what we learn from this. I'm really excited about this session. The educational session speaker for today is distinguished Toastmaster Pooja Saran. As a Toastmaster, she has worn many hats: VPPR, VPE, President of Global Online Club, Club Coach, mentor of 3 successful clubs, and currently the Area Director of Division J05. She's been awarded the Triple Crown twice in just 22 months, crowned Outstanding President, and is the first ever Toastmaster to complete her Distinguished Toastmaster entirely online. Not to forget, a district-level champion in both international speech and table topics. Professionally, Pooja is a master handwriting analyst, soft skills trainer, body language coach, certified NLP trainer, and clinical hypnotherapist. Wow. And when she's not transforming lives, she is immersed in books as a passionate reader and the author of 3 titles. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Pooja Saran. We all are really looking forward to the session.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the day. And I am excited to be here. Let me start with a beautiful quote that always comes across in my head when I talk about first impressions. And I generally tell this to my kids. And this quote was told by Nietzsche, a German philosopher. He said, if you kill a cockroach, you're a hero. But if you crash a beautiful butterfly, you're a villain. It's all about first impressions. It's all about what you wear. Do you look like a cockroach or you look like a butterfly? So today I'm going to talk about what are the vibes you're going to carry. A quick one, raise up your hands if you are aware of what signature is. What is your signature? And another quick question, if you're raising your hands, tell me, when did you start actually writing your signature? And if possible, we can unmute everyone. It will be very difficult to keep on unmuting. It's going to be an interactive session. So if possible, please allow everyone to unmute themselves and tell me, when did you actually start writing your signature? When did you make your signature for the first time?
When I was in 10th, when I was told to sign the form.
Brilliant.
I was about to say that, when you have to sign the CBSE form.
Everyone else goes with the same, or anyone who did it before that? Official signature when you were doing that 10th, right? Your ID cards. It's still the same. People they take signatures, they write their names, scribbles, calligraphy, but that's how you do it. Another quick question. Where did you learn ABCD in your class? In your school, in your home? Where did you learn ABCD?
At home, started from home.
Okay. Did they teach you in school also?
Yes.
Okay. What about any other language like French or Kakhaga in Hindi? Where did you start learning it?
Gujarati and
Gujarati, yes.
and Kannada and Hindi.
Brilliant. Where did you do that? In the school?
Gujarati at school and Kannada, Hindi also same school.
Perfect. We also used to have, yes, DKG, please don't raise your hands. You can share whatever.
Since I got the opportunity to learn the Spanish a bit, so I started learning the Spanish in my office, at my environment. I got the opportunity it was kind of intermediate. I just reached out for some time.
Oh, awesome. So you did have a class from your office curriculum or office guy to teach you Spanish. So you do have classes for that, right?
That's right.
Okay, when I was small, we used to have art classes. Raise your hands if you also had. They used to teach us how to make an apple. So 2 hearts and then, or maybe a circle and rub it and then make curves out of it. And a mango, where you make an S and you connect it. A tree. Did you all have those art classes? Right. So can we now agree that everything was taught in the school? Every scribble, every stroke was taught in the school, right? Now, a thoughtful question. In what class, what grade were you taught about your signatures? Okay, so now with this nose, can I come to a conclusion that signature was the first unconscious stroke that came only and only with your unconscious mind? It was not taught to you. You decided that this looks good to me. This is going to represent me. When I die, this would be the signature that would come on my will. Or anytime I buy a property, I will do this signature. I will not do the signature when I'm making a to-do list, when I'm making a grocery list. And for Sameer, when I'm getting my kids up and I'm having a to-do task, if the sandwich is done and the tiffin is taken care of, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it very special. And I'm going to make sure that this is the signature that represents me everywhere, valuable, everywhere, that it really means something. Would you all agree that it all came from your unconscious mind? It was not taught to you. It was influenced. Quick question. Was it influenced? Did you see that kind of signature from someone, your parents, your best teacher? For me, it was Pooja Bhatt. She was the most famous actress that time, and I started copying her signature. Perfect. Pooja, perfect. Anyone else want to share from where did you get inspired to make your signatures?
My father.
Your father. Brilliant. Okay. More?
My
I
brother.
used to
Doctor.
Doctor. You got inspired by doctor's signature. I'm proud of you.
Because their signature is not easy to understand. So I thought it's supposed to start from my initial one, and which
Okay.
later one supposed not to be guessed by someone.
Perfect. Good. So I'm going to answer that question for you. So today I'm going to give you the vibes that your signature carry. Allow me to share my screen, and please keep your signatures ready, because today you're going to be mini signature analysts for your signatures. People who are married, whose spouses are not there, please get your signatures. They get their signatures also. If not, then after the class, please go ahead and check their signatures if they have something secret, because I'm only going to talk about success secrets and success sauce that you can actually add in your signatures. Only after talking about what does your signature show. Quick raise of your hands or unmute yourself and tell me, what does your signature show?
Character.
Okay, brilliant. Makes sense.
attitude,
Attitude, great.
Subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind, awesome.
Uniqueness.
Uniqueness, brilliant. Wonderful. Signature is made of all that. Signature word is actually made from 2 different words. Significant nature, because this is all signed and stamped on the significant documents. So you want to put your significant nature there, not any other nature, the nature that you want to signify, right? Now, as you all agreed upon, now you can't say no. Yeah? You all made your signature when you were on teen. Starting on teen, 15, that's when we do our board exams, right? What was your significant nature then? What did you want people to know about you? Think about it. For me, I wanted everyone to know I'm a party animal. Don't talk to me about business. Where party is, where Pooja is. Okay, don't take me seriously. I'm a fun-loving, I'm a Goa kind of personality, you know. That's what I wanted to show. Anyone else who wanted to show a different kind of personality? Unmute and tell me. I would love to know.
I wanted to show people that I was smart when I was young.
You're smart, brilliant. Maybe impress some girls.
Yeah, still figuring it out.
Or maybe today you'll figure it out. So who wanted to actually only and only earn money that time and think about people, okay, look at me and take me very seriously and only give me money for all the hard work I pay. No one really wanted that. In fact, we were so booked with the works and the book and all the studies that we had. We just wanted a little freedom. We wanted people to look at us as confident, but with freedom, right? And that's what our significant nature became. And that's what we wanted to show in our signature. I'll tell you how beautiful it is. I was born in a small city, Agra, Uttar Pradesh. But when I was 21 days old, I was sent to my granny in Dubai. So I was brought up in Dubai. There was one rule that every year there'll be a Republic Day parade. I'm sure you all have seen those. And I'm supposed to sit there, glued to the TV and watch all the parade so that some connection between me and the homeland becomes. Okay? And my favorite was Rajasthan. Any one of you who have some favorite on those Republic parades? Put on the chat box if you don't want to unmute. Yes, go ahead. Rajasthan?
For me, it's Punjab.
Punjab, okay. For me, it was Rajasthan. And the reason was it was bright. It was super colorful. And I'm going to show you how it actually looks. I actually went ahead and clicked some pictures of those parades. This is how actually it used to look. Can you see how bright, how beautiful it is? Oh, I used to love Rajasthan. I thought this is the most colorful place. I thought this was Goa, actually. To that extent, it was so colorful. It made very sense. So this was a very conscious decision for Rajasthan to show their parade personality like that. Then I saw Delhi. Okay, anyone who can take a guess, I'll give you 10 points for that. What do we see in Delhi parade when capital comes?
Republic Day or Independence Day?
It's Republic Day, I believe. That's the day that the happens, right?
You can see Gateway, India Gate.
Okay, what's the parade? When they do those tableaus, if you're aware that they do the parade personalities or parade tableaus they have, what do they show in
all the states, importance of the states?
Only in Delhi, when Delhi comes. So we have Rajasthan.
Red Fort, Red Fort.
Red Fort, okay. Anyone else? You guys have not watched your parades. You should do it next time. I was very particular. All the defense and the power is when it comes to capital. So they used to show the arms and emulations that we have, the kind of defense system, the security that we have. This is what we show when it comes to capital, and capital comes in the last. We have Gujarat, we have Rajasthan, we have all the states, and capital comes in the last, where they actually show the fighter flights, all the security, how they're going to keep you safe. So I thought Delhi was the safest place. This is all what they show in Delhi. Deep down pictures are very well selected. Look at the pictures very carefully because we'll come back and we'll talk about some pictures. Again, a conscious way of going about it, right? Would you believe when I came to India, I actually went to Jaipur. My sister was married there. And I saw it's a desert. Have you ever been to Rajasthan? There's no color there. The state is a desert. But people's vibes were colorful. They wanted to show the significance of the people there, the vibes that they're carrying, and that's what they showed. They didn't show that it is a desert. They didn't show that it's actually empty. A lot of places there are cactus. They didn't show all that. The parade personality only had the colorful and the vibes that they wanted to show us. And the crime capital of India at that time was Delhi, and I believe it's still there. But they didn't want to show that. They wanted to show the significant personality in the parade. And that was all defense, all powerful, strong. No one can touch us. You are safe here. I felt the most unsafe when I'm in Delhi. Now my question to you is, are you still carrying the parade personality of a team? Did you change it? because a lot of people don't actually change it. They carry the same parade personality, what they wanted to be in the teens, someone like me, a party animal, and then they worry why people don't take me seriously in the conferences. Because deep down, the personality that I'm carrying, what I'm showing is like this. Imagine you wearing a beachwear in between a conference room with all black ties. And you're wondering why they're not listening to you, because your first impression, your parade personality has already taken over. And you are a Goa personality. This is what you come across when your first impression, your parade personality is not taken care of. So your signatures are your parade personality. But this has gone unconscious. Those Delhi personalities were all those parade personalities were very consciously done. All those tableaus are very consciously designed. Here we don't be conscious, we are very unconscious, and we carry on those unconscious patterns and parade personality till the time we are 40, 50, and we wonder why people are not taking us seriously. So time to think about what is the unconscious parade personality that you are carrying. There is a science behind handwriting. When you write something, it says University of Philadelphia has already proven that when you hear something, when you smell something, you taste something, you see something, there are different kind of neurons that get activated in your brain. But when you write, there are 8 different centers in your brain that get activated. Other places you just get 1 or 2, but when you write, there are 8 different centers. You're also talking to yourself, you're also listening to yourself internally, also seeing. So all these things get activated when you're writing. Anyone who can guess what is this? I'll give you 10 points. Tradition.
Mudras.
Gods
is
and
mudra.
goddesses.
Okay, name the mudra. Name the mudra.
Can you show the picture again,
Sri
please?
Lakshmi Devi.
There is a
Gyan Mudra.
Center one. Yeah, this is Gyan Mudra.
10 points to whoever said Gyan Mudra. Gyan Mudra was nothing but the pressure points. When you touch this point to this point and touch it lightly, if you can do it right now, and take a deep breath, your 12 brain centers get activated. 12 brain centers get activated when you do that. Again, it's very well proven scientifically, but for us, it was very long time tradition, and that's what the Chinese acupuncture works with. Now, I want you to quickly hold a pencil. You all have pencil and pens with you. Hold it. Just see how many fingers are you using. Tell me, how many fingers are you using while writing? 3? Why not these 2? Why did you leave these 2? That's sad. You can use all 3, all 4 of them. Why not these 2?
These 2 are supporting, that's all.
But they're not touching the tool, right? Any idea why?
No idea.
Yes,
Okay, want to know? Want to know? Okay, so we have 5 elements. Now, why 5 elements? It's basically the frequencies that our fingers throw. And again, it's very, very scientifically proven. The frequency of fire is the same frequency that you get on the tip of your thumb. A quick reminder for everyone. Does it look like flame to you? It looks like a flame, right? This is the fire element, right? This is when you say, oh my God, I'm confused. It's all zooming in. So this is an air element where you get confused, right? And this frequency is the same frequency for air. Anyone for this one? It's the tallest one. It's the ether. It's the space. Imagine the tallest one which is not in your control. This one is where you wear your wedding ring. All you married guys, why do you wear that? It's not that this goes to your heart and all, because this finger is the earth finger, and you only make relationships on earth till the time we get to know about Mars. But the relationship is here. When you're dead, the relationship is over. And the last one is the water element. Now you will know why did you say that I want to go to pee when you were young like this. It is actually a mudra, and this was the mudra, that I'm holding the extra water content in my body. Please allow me to go or I will leak here. So you're holding on to extra content of your body. Do it right now. If you want to go to pee and you want to use your washroom, hold it for a while till the time we finish this. workshop here and the education session for all of you. So you can hold that. So that's the water element. But when we were very olden days, we didn't have anything else. We were using the tools for writing as wood. All of you agree? We were making pens, pencils out of wood. We also used to do water element, right? For the ink. Agreed upon? So water and wood was taken care in the element itself. So we didn't put that. Now when you write, you're using all 5 elements. We don't need these 2 because it's already there in the tool. Now imagine when you're writing, you're using all 5 elements, especially if you're using a wooden pencil. And that's the reason till 6th standard, they tell kids to use wood element for writing. They don't introduce pen till now because the earth element is important. A lot of times the wood has taken the water has taken away because the emotions that the kids go through, it's already a lot, so they've not put water in it. So wood element here. Is it interesting? Yes, no, cool. Okay, now when you know Gyan Mudra, how it works, I would highly urge everyone to try writing. If you're not writing, just hold the pencil for a while and think about what is happening in your life. That itself is very catharsis that will come across. So this is Gyan Mudra. And now we will look at certain signatures. Allow yourself to unmute yourself because it's a quiz that I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the signatures. I'm going to ask you to guess the personality of what that signature is. I'm also asking you to check your signature if there is something similar. And I will tell you one thing that you will see in the signature that's common in all those. And the personality trait is also there in that. Cool? So I'll show you the signatures and I want you to guess the personalities. Let's see how good you are at guessing. Okay, quick one. The first one.
Second one is Ratan Tata.
Okay. 10 points for that.
Adani,
Mm-hmm.
first one.
No.
Anuradha, third one.
Third one is Arundhati Roy by any chance?
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Again, 10 points. Give yourself 10 points. We're still not able to guess the first one. Okay. Do anyone knows it?
Kiran Bedi.
Kiran Bedi. Arundhati Roy, you guessed it right. And Ratan Tata, you guessed it right. Quick, look at the signatures properly and see what is common in their signatures.
Can I guess?
Yes, absolutely. It's an open mic.
Their first names are visible. I mean, their name and surname is visible in the signature.
Okay, yes, absolutely. Anything else?
Personalities.
You just give me the trait, how the stroke looks like. Look at the signature and tell me what's common in their signatures.
Lines.
There are 2 or 3 strokes.
2 or 3 strokes. Okay, it's connected. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a...
They have kept the first letter of their name and surname in caps lock.
Brilliant. I should give you 10 on 10 here.
Yeah.
The
Alphabet
letter,
A is very prominent.
absolutely. The first letter of the signature shows your He-Man or Wonder Woman posture. Any one of you now, all Toastmasters know what is a power pose. Your signature's power pose is the first letter of your signature. It has to be double the size of your rest of the signature and capital. That shows that you are ready to face the world with the confidence of Wonder Woman or Superman. So this, all of them do have that personality and it's called as high self-esteem. So 10 points to everyone who could guess that the first letter is capital and double the size of the rest of the letter. Ready for next? Okay, who can guess this?
Malala.
Malala.
Yes. Second one.
Second.
You know her?
PT Usha.
Absolutely. PT Usha and Malala for you. Okay, let's see. What is common in their signatures?
Caps and the small letter.
You will
And whatever
find
the-
it. You will find capital in almost all the successful handwritings. What next now, except for capitals?
They
They are
have
at an angle. They're
angle.
not straight. Yeah.
No,
Brilliant.
they
They're
are.
not straight. They're not straight. They're
It's
slanting.
it's in ascending order.
Absolutely. You know, slanting up signature or handwriting shows optimism in your life. Did you know that both of them had gone through so much of struggle, and without hope and without optimism, they would not be here? They wanted to feel that tomorrow is a better day. And that's what optimism shows. Any one of you, all of you believe in God or a higher power? You're very close to an accident and something goes wrong and you say, oh, thank God. Right? All cultures pray God up. And when you look up, you say there is a higher power. There is something better. And when your signature slants up, you feel that there is something better. So you are going with the higher optimism personality with you. So keep your signatures up 28 to 30 degrees, maximum 35. Don't go to 45 because then you will make life very hard for you. So it's also kind of doctor's trait. So please, don't try to be doctorate yourself, but 28 to 30 degrees is a good size that you can try putting optimism. Let's move ahead. 3 signatures, the all famous personalities.
Elizabeth.
Okay, the Queen.
Queen Elizabeth.
Amitabh Bachchan, I think so.
Amitabh Bachchan, yes, you got it right.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Elizabeth Taylor is the third one.
Elizabeth.
And Nobel laureate Maya Angelou.
Oh my God, 10 points to you. You should get 20. What is common in their signatures?
They have an underlined under their name.
Oh, cool. See, you already are signature analyst. Maya Angelou.
There's a stroke. There is a stroke below their signature.
Absolutely. That stroke is called as self-reliance. When I have principles that I follow in public, and I go wherever I go, I have principles, I have value system that I take along. Only those people put underline in it. A lot of people would tell you that this is confidence, this is, more things. It's only the set line of principles that you carry forward. You create your own platform because you have that set line. All these people are very principled personality in public. Remember, signatures are public personality, not what's happening within. If you see Amitabh Bachchan's handwriting within, there are a lot of things that you can come across. But how he comes across in public is self-reliant. I don't want anyone else to create any position for me. I'll create my own position. I am a leader. So all Toastmasters can actually carry this platform along with that. Okay, next one. Very easy to guess, right?
Smriti Irani, the C1.
Yes.
Indra Nui.
And Indra
Nui.
Indra Nui.
Gautam Adani. Yeah.
Adani. Cool. What is common in their signatures? Now it's getting...
He also has put the lines and under their...
Yes, you will see first letter capital, you will see underline. Now it's getting...
2 dots are there.
Okay, it's not there in Gautam Adani's. Let's see a little more deeper. It's getting difficult. Huh? Now, slowly it's going to get difficult.
Why? A line at everyone has a line below.
The letter is going beyond the line. Below the line.
Cutting the alphabet.
They're cutting the alphabet. Like line is...
Brilliant. Awesome. I'm giving a round of applause to you. That line is called as line of determination. Anytime your signature or any word of your letter or signature goes down, the letter goes down extra where it is not required. That's called as an extra work, effort, energy that you have. Lower energy, that means on the lower part, action part, you're ready to take action. Now, homework for you, you can go and check Virat Kohli or Mary Kom. You will see the lower part of their signatures. One letter would be down because they have to get into an action. And all these people are very well known for their action. Determination in their handwriting. I want to quickly check in your handwriting, do you have determination? One stroke that goes extra down with a little heavy pressure. All these three have. Okay.
Narendra Modi.
We know that. This is
Jayalalitha.
Chopra. Chopra. Okay.
Jayalalitha.
This is the trait for Toastmasters. This is a Toastmasters trait. Tell me what is common. Again, very difficult.
The first letter is very big, and like in Priyanka Chopra, she has written her surname below her first name, so shows something she's supporting.
It has another trait name. I'm not going to get into that detail, but it's common in all. Yeah. Slant again.
Jayalalitha.
They're done with the slant that it goes up. What's other thing that's common?
Under the line, like the straight line they put, it is going beyond the line. It's crossing the line.
Okay, it's not there in Narendra Modi. What else?
Narendra Modi, but letter is going down.
Yeah, Narendra Modi has determination. Priyanka Chopra has determination. Jayalalitha. All these already have all these. Okay, I know it's difficult. Let me tell you what it is. It's the trait called as fluidity of thought. When you have letter 8 in your handwriting, that means you can connect words. It's the orator's space. You can connect words with the thoughts that it is coming to you. Am I allowed to annotate? I can't see the facility to annotate. Is it possible for me to have that facility? I can show it to you how it works. Zoom Master, would I be able to annotate? Okay, anyways, I'll tell you. When you make a letter S, or when you connect it, like any one of you does the rangolis in the house when it's Diwali time, or make those patterns when you're bored. That's what is called as the fluidity of thought. And I will show you how it looks like. If you can see the small screen down here, you'll be able to see what fluidity of thought looks like. Now, what is fluidity of thought? Fluidity of thought is being able to connect words with the thoughts that you are having. And all the good orators will have it. So if you see Narendra Modi has it in Hindi also. The purpose I have put it because you can see it in Hindi, Gujarati, in all the traits. Priyanka Chopra has it. She's a great orator. You also see Jayalalitha in both the places she has it. The connections that she has is the fluidity of thought. If nothing works, like for example, you're writing a speech. I know there are a lot of contestants ready for the speech. If speech is not happening, I want you to just take a deep breath and start writing those pattern 8 just for 2 minutes. Your speech, words, everything will come by default. And then please take my number from Jaspreet and message me and say thanks. Only after you get your speech correct, because you would get it. That's how your thoughts would easily flow. I have seen places, people where they've lost their voices and nothing else has worked. This is the pattern that had worked. The neurodiversity people like autistic and dyslexia, this is the pattern that works. Any one of you seen Tare Zameen Par? This is the pattern that was given to the little one, the shield by Amir Khan, when small, and then the big, and then it's been to small. It's again, it increases scientifically in physical sense, it increases the blood flow in the entire body. It's your body, it's your DNA. The blood flows in the entire body with this. Okay, let's see if we have the last one, or we are maybe done with it. Yes, this is the last one.
Michael?
Mel Robbins.
Well, and Michael.
Mel Robbins, good.
Sonali Bendre?
Oh my God.
Trump,
no.
I think, sir. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Sonali Mansingh?
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama, Donald Trump, and Mel Robbins. I'm so glad that you guys know this. What is common in their signatures?
First M, the loop.
M.
Writing.
Lines are more straight lines.
Very clear. Mel and Michelle writing is very clear, but not from fun.
We got the answer. There are a lot of angles in it. If you see, all the signature is angled. It's sharp lines. What does sharp line know? Sharp lines tells you that you can take the decision fast. You can put two and two together faster. So if you see Mel Robbins, again, the entire signature, the handwriting, she also has fluidity of thought in her handwriting. All these things are connected, but they are comprehensive thinkers. They can put two and two together and they can make fast decisions. They feel there is no space for slow people around them. In fact, if you go around them and you're thinking too slow, they would not be able to connect with you. They will finish your dialogues because they've already made sense in there. So if you have the fast handwriting, you write M faster like this, you are the one who is going to make decisions, and you would be the one who will have straight head in the crisis. You'll be able to do something. So these all are leaders, decision makers, and they have high IQ. Less EQ maybe, but high IQ. EQ would be the round and the curves that you have seen in the earlier handwriting. I think I'm pretty done with this. Quickly, I want to open the floor with what is your signature shades showing to you, and all questions in. Unmute yourself and tell me what is your signature though. Do we have any questions, or you're pretty already analysts with yourself?
I don't have any alphabet like in my name, Y or something is goes down, so they determine it. Mine is a simple thing, but yes, a do thing like P or a B, I start with a curve and like that. I don't have any lines or dots. Very simple signature. And I guess a little bit slang. I try that consciously at times, but
so what's the question? Do you want to know that what does it mean? I can tell you if you just write the single word. For example, my name is Pooja and I only write P. Imagine that you're sitting on the bench and there is someone, you get the entire, you know, where you write the signature, you finish the letter and then you write the signature in the entire line. You don't write it there. You get the entire page. You can decide how much space you get. But imagine that you're getting a bench to sit, but you are okay, fine, someone else said you shift. And then someone else comes, you shift. And then someone else comes, you shift. So when you're writing just one letter of your signature, you are flexible. You are okay in someone else is taking the spotlight in public again. You are flexible. You're okay with it. But if you see all these big personalities, people who have made their name, they're not flexible. They have claimed their bench. This is my bench. Okay, even if I have to sleep, this is my area. So if you're just writing one letter, please make sure that you write the entire letter. Yes, we do have raise of your hands. I hope that answers if that was a question. Thank you. Go ahead, DK.
Yeah. So similarly, as you mentioned that I have been having the two capital, that initials in my that signature. Could I show you once if you're okay?
I'm okay with it. It has to be decided by the TMOD.
Yeah. Is
Okay. Give me a minute. I'll put this picture on. Yes. What's the question now? I can see a signature.
I mean, I will be happy to know from your side, being in that specialist SME. What do you think? How it displays that kind of the person that I am, so that I can agree or I can disagree and all that. Just a small test. Please don't take me wrong. Just a small test.
Yeah, you want to test me? Show me your signature once again.
I hope that is fine.
Oh, absolutely. Let everyone learn from this. Okay, you're a sharp thinker, of course. You make decisions faster, but you don't make decisions without any information. You're very investigative and analytical. You investigate also and analyze also. Sometimes you get stuck into analysis paralysis. It's so much information, and then you're not able to take decision because a lot of things look right. There are pros and cons together, right? A lot of people might not be able to guess your true personality, but they will know from first impression that you're a smart person. You're a no-nonsense person when it comes to the public personality. They might not know what you do. They might not know what you're doing because the signature is not very clear. But you will come across as a very sharp and a smart person, or someone who kind of gets into analysis paralysis a lot of times. I would like to see more handwriting to it. I hope that helped.
My God, seriously, it's really amazing. Actually, I'm the kind of the person. So do you also feel that, I mean, so based on the personality that we have or the I am having, so do we have a option we should be able to change the signature as you just suggested that it's supposed to be in that upper side, be so in case we have to be optimistic or kind of, different
Yes,
personality?
absolutely. See, signature, I will not give you the signature analysis makeover right now, and I will tell you why. Because the handwriting and the signature and what you want people to know are two different things. And one of my students did that. She just didn't complete the course. So all these courses are from Handwriting University. She didn't complete the course. She got into money and she got someone and she changed her signature. She was a housewife, as in the newly wedded, hardly 8-9 months girl, and she wanted to come up with a good signature. She made the first letter capital, she put the underline, oh my God, solid. But this girl was an introvert. She didn't want spotlight outside. And her mother-in-law was a social butterfly. Now, wherever she's going, everyone is giving her spotlight. And her relationship with the mother-in-law went for a toss, only because she was not aware what she's doing. So make sure when you're getting the signature makeover, yes, I would definitely agree if you want people to trust you more. In the first impression, I would suggest change. I would suggest a clearer signature because I am coming across as transparent. So people would trust me. Right now, your signature is not as transparent as the person you are. Maybe
I think you are not audible.
Yeah, I think the connection is lost. Let's just wait for a few seconds.
oops. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank God. Where did you lose me?
So you are giving the example then and proposing for changing the signature and all that. So it's
Yeah,
supposed
so
to
you
be
heard the example, yeah? You heard the example. We don't want things not to happen which you don't want. The signature and the handwriting both has to be connected and have a one-on-one signature makeover. A transparency in signature, a clear signature will always get you more trust from people when you meet them for the first time. What you do with the trust, that's under the handwriting part. I hope that answered your question. Yes, Harish. We do have Harish, Shravan. Anyone who wants to take question answers to help me around with it?
Yeah.
Toastmasters.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we can go with
Hi,
Harish.
good evening. It was quite insightful. I have two questions. Number one, about my signature. Mine is HR Bilgi is a simple initials. It's more curvaceous with H being prominent and G, it flows down with a lot of curves and has two dots. What does this indicate?
Oh my God, you're telling the doctor on the phone that some side of my stomach is hurting. I'll not be able to help you. I would really like to see the signature and help you. But if you're writing H only, not the entire signature, it goes the same thing. You're not showing the complete personality and you are being flexible. But you're also writing the last part of it. That means, if I heard you correct, you're writing Bilgi, right? That's your surname. If you're writing your
HR Bilgi, yeah.
if
I
you're
write
writing
HR
the
Bilgi.
last name, that means you're not like I am writing Pooja Saran. Instead of Pooja Saran, I write P Saran. That means Saran is more important for me in public personality. Now, what does Saran means to me? If Saran means my father, my husband, or someone else, their values, their belief systems are very important. So whenever I'll go to public, I'm okay in removing what I like, what I don't like, but I will not compromise what my husband, my father, or my value system, my cultures like. So my question would be, Harish ji, Bilgi is what? Is your father? Is it culture? What is it? So you will not compromise on that, but you would sometimes compromise on your part. So there must be a possibility where you are compromising a lot when it comes to the family. You are making decisions which is good for your family, especially in public. Again, signatures only about public personality. And you're compromising and adjusting. Okay, fine. I will not take it. No problems. I am okay wearing this. You wear right things. You might buy a diamond necklace for your wife, but not buy a new phone for yourself.
Thank you. And
Can I go?
And I had a part two of the
This
question.
is my signature. Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah. Can I
Just-
just add to my question?
We are over time, Harish, so we'll go with one last question from Sanjay, and the rest of you can actually put your
Pooja, can you
questions in the
see
chat.
my signature? The first one I'm doing, the second one which you said now I'm thinking of changing it. Yeah.
I would highly recommend you to get in touch with me personally. First of all, it's too high. Please don't make
Okay.
it too high. It will give you a lot of stress. It will also give you pain in your shoulders if your signature is going too high because you're taking too much of stress. So that's one thing that I would recommend not to do. I believe this red light is for my session to get over. Do we still have question and answers time? Cool. I finished it on time.
Yes, question answers. I'll start now. This session is over.
Perfect. Toastmasters of the day, over to you again.
So we have time for the Q&A, you mean, Toastmaster Mita Shah?
5, 7, and 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Do we have more questions then?
Anyone who wants to know how the signature, yes, Mahaveer ji, go ahead.
I wanted to check if should I include my because my signature just has initials right now. Should I include my complete name in it? Just showing.
I will not put it personally. It's okay. Let's not see the signatures in person. Let me give you a very general understanding and let's ask questions which are very general in the space. Even in fact, you want to go Google and find out some signature and come to me and I'll tell you. See, when you're just writing first and second initials, again, and if you're putting the last word important, that means in public, that is more important to you. You are not important for yourself. Now, what kind of job that you are doing? Let's assume that you are into an admin department where there is no spotlight required and you are an introvert. Your handwriting is small, you don't like to have more spotlight. So why putting it? You might not be comfortable with that kind of parade personality. But if you're an extrovert and you want the spotlight, you're getting into an entrepreneur journey, then I would definitely want you to put the entire signature. A lot of time people comes to me and say, okay, my name is P.S. Kumar. And I'll say, whose signature is this? I'll say, this is my signature. I say, what's your name? My name is Pramod. And where is Pramod in this? Imagine McDonald not writing McDonald, writing TR. TR, where is McDonald in it? So at least write your first name, complete your first name because your soul has a vibe to it. Then only you'll be able to accept yourself as a public personality. Please complete your first names. That's humble request. I hope that answers a general understanding to yourself, Mahaveer.
Yes, thank you.
Toastmaster Priya, you have a question?
Yes. Pooja, I wanted to know if we have 2 strokes below our signature, not just 1 stroke. The signature is going upward, but it has 2 strokes. Is that okay?
Brilliant question. Now, again, this is a general question. Anyone who writes 2-stroke, if the stroke is connected and coming back, if it's a zigzag, then it's a confusion. Whenever you go out in the public, you take a call and then you come back in the past and then you take a new call. So it's a confusion. But if it's 2 underlined, that means you want an extra validation. You're confident about yourself, but you would also check with your husband. Am I looking fine? Is it really looking nice? Is it okay? Is this haircut? You need an extra validation to feel good in public. Again, let me be very specific. This is only about public personality. I hope that makes sense.
It's about 2 dots below the stroke.
Okay, 2 dots. Where are those dots placed? It's a complete handwriting course for you guys. Where are those dots placed? Dots are an extra energy. When a judge writes a sentence, it puts a dot. That means it's done. Last word, right? So whenever you put a dot after your signature, you like to have the last word in public. Like if Sameer will say, Pooja, I think the time is up. And I put dot in my signature. I'll say, yeah, I can see green light, time is up. I will say the same thing what Sameer is saying, but mine would be the last word. So if 1 dot, it's the last word. If 2 dots, it's wastage of the energy. You're continuing to waste of energy and putting that energy. Now, where it is placed, that means where are you using that extra energy? Instead of waste, I'll put it use it. If you put in the first half of the signature, that means you want to spend that energy with your family. If you're putting in the middle half of the signature, middle part of the signature, that means your friends. And in the last is your community, your religious circle. So where do you depend on and where do you spend extra time that you have?
I wanted to check about 2 dots below the stroke.
Yeah, I'm talking about 2 dots below the stroke.
Okay.
So if it's in the center, your friends are most important for you. You do have friends, certain friends that you would like to spend extra time with.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Gulzar.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
My signature contains full name, my initial M, my name Gulzar, my father's name Iqbal. There is no much of difference between my name and my signature. I don't want to cut off my initial, my father name or my name. So what could you suggest?
Okay, anyone who writes everything like Suchitra, Krishnapurti, Pal and all that, the entire name, first of all, whenever they're going out, they are carrying a lot of value systems. So any steps, any decision taking in public would be difficult because they'll have to check with all the value systems that they are carrying. South Indians generally have that because their value systems are very strong. They have to check with everything if it is going well. In fact, they go to the astrology part also and then check whether this Murat is fine or no. So Krishna Pallam Sundaram, it's all, they'll not take any decision right now. So if you see, they're very well known for, okay, let me think about it and get back to you. In public, they will not take instant decision. And if it's okay for your life profile, it's working for you, please do that. Again, it's only in public. A lot of times when the signature and the handwriting is same size, that means what you are inside, that's what you're outside. So what you will wear at home, you would also wear the similar kind of thing outside. You will not be completely different personality. Like for me, I'll be in shorts at home, but outside it'll be a jacket and a very formal space because my handwriting is small and signature is very big. I'll have a different personality. But if you both of them are same, that you what at home at the same thing, you're outside. So if that's okay with you, if it's working for you, please go ahead. But yes, whenever you're taking all these things together, remember that the decision making would be slowed down while the values will never be compromised.
Whatever you are telling, that is absolutely correct. Decision making part, how can I correct?
Okay, how can you correct? That means you want to make faster decisions?
Yes.
Okay, let's connect later on. Maybe you don't have to put the entire name, just the initial of everyone would be good enough for you to know that these are my value systems. That would be good enough. You don't have to give the entire name because for the entire name, the mother comes, the first part of the surname is the mother's part. So all these vibes are different. You don't have to get into that. Just first letter is good enough for you, for everyone.
Okay, thank you so much.
Now I am in the red light. Sameer, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much. If there are more questions, you could put it on the chat and we will route it to Pooja and we'll come back to you with an answer. Maybe the chat can be enabled for some time, Zookmaster. And with that, I would like to say this was an absolutely interesting and I was absolutely glued to the session. I could never imagine that a signature can tell so much about you. So can we have a big round of applause, please, for our special speaker today?
Thank you so much, Sameer.
Thank you so much. And we've been lucky to have you speak here at the Gabbys.
My pleasure.
I don't think we have time for a break, so we are going to continue. All right, getting back to our theme, and speaking of vacations, for many of us, travel is a big part of vacations. And I first started working and earning a little bit money, and all I wanted to do was go on travel, see the world. But of course, it was early in my career, so I could not go to exotic places. One thing I really wanted to do was have a trip where I could see various facets of nature. So on the same trip, I wanted to be by the beach, play in the snow, and also be on the desert, lying down and looking at the stars. I did a little bit of research and I realized that all this is actually possible within India, so I don't have to spend much. That was also the time when I just got married and this was my honeymoon trip. So we started by flying down to Kerala, and at that time I thought the beaches over there are stunning. Over time, my tastes have changed. What stayed with me though was the food in Kerala. I think that it's amazing, quite spicy, and for seafood lovers, I think it's heaven. So I really enjoyed the food there. Then we took a flight, flew down to Chandigarh, and then took a bus to Manali. This was around December time. And that's when I saw the first time snowfall in my life. And I was absolutely mesmerized. The entire town was covered like in a white blanket. And I was playing like a kid then. I was so happy looking at the snow. After that, we came back to Delhi and then took this train and went to Jaipur and went ahead to Jaisalmer, which is a border almost a border town. And Jaisalmer also has one of the only living forts. What this means is that there's an ancient fort and there are still people living there. They have their houses, shops, hotels, and so on. So it's really amazing to see that. And just outside of Jaisalmer, there are also sand dunes. So you could actually camp there. You can, in the night, they turn off all the lights. So you lie down and look at the starry sky, and it's absolutely stunning. So that was my first big trip that I did in my life. Of course, after that, I did many more. But this really stayed with me because there's so much you can do within India and actually see various facets of nature all in one. I would like to ask you, what has been your favorite travel destination? Pick any from recent or in the past. What has stayed with you?
Agra was my favorite destination.
For the Taj Mahal?
While
Or...
that Taj Mahal, that was the first trip I went with my parents.
Okay. Yeah, I went twice, and the second time I went, what I realized is that if you go very early in the morning before the sunrise, 6 o'clock, it is stunning because you could see the Taj and also the sun rising. Later on, it gets very crowded, but yeah, the morning view is outstanding. Anybody else would like to share?
Yeah, I think it's a DK. I think he's stolen my words. So I also love to be in Agra because I'm basically from Agra itself, like Pooja ma'am. And I love to, spend time to my hometown whenever I'm getting the opportunities to go back over there because nowadays, I hope you understand it's not easy to just go back to the hometown when you have been deployed to work, in some metro cities, right? So it's sometimes very difficult. But yes, whenever getting a chance, we are just going back to the or heading back to the hometown and of course enjoying the moments. Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's get into the next part of our meeting. Sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
My experience, which stays back with me, was seeing Black Rose. When I was in class 6, I went for a school trip to Bhutan, Thimphu, and that is one thing which I can never forget.
Nice. Thank you for sharing. Let's get into the next part of our meeting, and this will be the table topic session. I would first like to introduce the table topic evaluator for today, Toastmasters Smruti Mohanty. She's an experienced B2B sales professional and certified soft skills trainer with a decade of industry exposure. Currently pursuing a full-time master's degree in the United States, she is a mindful introvert, striving to become a profound public speaker. Grateful for the camaraderie of the Toastmasters fraternity, she actively serves as a club mentor, a club coach, and as an area director. While continuously learning and growing through her pathways, she also serves as the president of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. And the table topic master for today is Toastmaster Mahaveer Chand. Mahaveer Chand is a talented software engineer hailing from the picturesque town of Ooty with 5 years of invaluable experience at Alcatel and Tech Mahindra. He now leads Micronext, a dynamic company specializing in cutting-edge software solutions for the retail sector. In his free time, he enjoys running and resides in the vibrant area of Whitefield, Bangalore. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahaveer.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Sameer. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the table topic session of today's meeting. Many of us consider this as the most challenging and the most rewarding part of a Toastmaster meeting. And rightly so, because table topics prepare you for impromptu speaking and help train us to quickly organize and express our thoughts. We can think of table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. During table topics, I will invite a member or a guest to attempt a table topic. I will give out the topic once the participant confirms their willingness to attempt the topic. While you are free to volunteer, we may not be able to accommodate all the volunteers. At the Gabbys, we believe in giving opportunity to those who are more keen to participate and those who need a little nudge. I will be using my discretion as the table topic master. In case we are not able to give an opportunity to a volunteer, please don't be disheartened. There is always one more meeting. There is never a dearth of opportunities in Toastmasters. The theme for today is blissful vacations, because who doesn't love a good getaway? Whether it's sandy beaches, snowy mountains, or cozy staycations, vacations give us joy, stories, and sometimes hilarious mishaps. Each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify for polling. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. You will get an additional 30-second grace time to wrap up your speech by 2 minutes 30 seconds. We will have 6 table topic speakers today, and each of them will be evaluated by a table topic evaluator during the general evaluation session. The table topics evaluator for today is Smruti Mohanty. So are we ready? This is a vacation themed session, so feel free to let your imagination go on a trip. So our first table topic speaker is Shravan Kumar Vankeshwaram. Shravan Kumar, describe your dream vacation with an unlimited budget. Describe your dream vacation with an unlimited budget.
Hello, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Vacation is the most important in our day-to-day life. So if I get a chance with an unlimited budget, my vacation plan could be, I will start from Bangalore. I will have a breakfast in Bangalore, and then I will go to lunch in London, and then dinner in Denmark. And then next day, I will just go to Austria, and then I will visit my dream village, Hallstatt. And then from there, I would like to go to Switzerland. I will visit Switzerland, and then from Switzerland, and then I will go to Germany for some time, not completely. I had already been there, but I didn't like a few part of the Germany. Then I will go to Brussels. Brussels is a very funny place. Brussels, I will go to Brussels and I'll spend some time there, and then again I'll go to Paris. I'll go to Paris, and maybe I'll attend few fashion shows there, and then from there I will go to Japan. I'll watch the Fuji mountain from there, and then I'll go to America. I'll go to the America, and I will go to the Grand Canyon, and then all the national parks across the USA. I'll visit, and then I'll go to Alaska, and then Sweden, Norway, all the Western lights. I will see the lights, and then I'll return back to India, and I'll settle down. I think I did over time, not over budget, I think.
Thank you, Shravan Kumar. That's a big trip around the world. So next, I would have DK, would be at tabletop. DK, can you come on camera?
Yes, yeah, sure. Thank you.
You just won a surprise holiday, but the destination is a secret. How would you prepare?
Sorry,
you just won a surprise holiday, but the destination is a secret. how would you prepare?
Of course, I think first of all, it will be the great opportunity because I have my list ready that which countries to explore, right? And I will be curiously waiting that if that will be surprise visit for maybe one of the country, I have already my backpack ready with that, and I will be covering with all the that basic stuffs that I will be what exactly to be done over there, how to meet the new people, just to understand their cultures. So because I'm the kind of the person who would like to explore more and more countries. Being in my profession also allowed me one of the country to visit, but that was not enough. I love to visit few more countries, which will help me to understand my, that what is the culture they have been following, kind of the business they have been doing, or is there any kind of new opportunities that I could be able to grab over there. And on top of it, that as I mentioned that I had learned Spanish a bit. So I will be happy because I came to know that Spanish is one of these second top language in the that word. So I'll be happy to have some sort of conversation in the Spanish language, which will help me to have the some different experience that how the people will be take me into their country, how they feel that if someone is that talking to them in a kind of the local language. And of course, I will try to explore as much as I could, which will help me to have some great memories. So that's it. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, DK. It was a great table topic speech and taking us around the experience. Next, I would call upon Prasang Mani. Are you ready, Prasang Mani?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. If you could take a vacation with any historical figure, who would it be and why? If you could take a vacation with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
I guess I think I want to explore a lot of countries. The thing is, I don't want to face. So basically, when you go to a new country, right, you have to kind of figure out a lot of things like what is the currency, how you can communicate on all those things, right? So if there's somebody who has already done it, right, who has uh, kind of explored the world, and also in a time when the exploring world was difficult, especially I'm talking about Vasco da Gama, right? So I mean, at that time, if you can imagine, right now when people go and see this in the sea, they say that, oh, sea is like throwing the wave, such a high wave, right, that even the conventional kind of ships are not able to move freely, right? The thing is, in that time when those conventional ships were not there, the da Gama took his own normal ships, and he was able to kind of discover the other countrysides. So if he's there, I would be just kind of sitting on his ship, and I know that I'm safe because I know this guy has kind of explored all the world and discovered so many new countries. And then I will just go with him, and he would try to do his business, and I will just try to explore the new countries and try to take his help and kind of get to know the local people. If I'm not knowing the language, I would take his help. So basically, with the help of him, without putting a lot of effort, I would able to explore a lot of countries, and knowing that I'm safe with this person who has done a lot of great things. Yeah, so I would take the kind of journey with Vasco da Gama.
Thank you, Prasang. That was a great sailing trip with Vasco da Gama. Next, I would call upon Poonam Bhandari. Poonam, are you ready? Yeah. Beach or mountains? Pick one and why. Beach or mountains? Pick one and why.
That's a really tough one for me. Beach or mountains? Only the word vacation excites me. I was, in fact, in the morning discussing with my son. It's long time we have gone for a vacation. So let's choose where do we go, mountain or the beach? And we had a great conversation regarding that. So this time I'm in a mood to go for a mountain. Few years back, I went for a trek, a Himalayan trek, and that was an amazing experience for me. The nature, the beauty, living in sustainable life. That's all was so exciting for me. somewhere those memories, in our phone we have memory pop-ups, and those few pictures popped up today in the morning. See the Gangotri rains, the morning sunshine, and it is exciting me, pushing me. Let's plan one more vacation where I can experience the mountains again. Maybe not in Himalayas, but yes, some or the other Manali or a hill station, anywhere, which will really help me rejuvenate myself, connect with the nature more, calm down my senses. And I have so many beautiful memories since my childhood going for vacations on mountains. I want to relive many of them with my son, of course. So we have a list prepared today, the places where we want to go. But as usual, I have no approval. When, where, how, so many questions, budget, this and that. What to do? It's a simple idea. Open a YouTube, go to the vacation wherever you want to go. I said that's not fair. I cannot go and explore on YouTube any vacation. I am going to plan soon. And yes, and create so many memories there with the mountains to bring a souvenir from there soon. Thank you, Noel.
Thank you, Poonam, to take us through your adventure. Next, we will have Bala, who's a visiting Toastmaster. Toastmaster Bala, are you ready?
Yeah, just give me a moment. I'll switch on my camera. And in the meantime, is there a word of the day, please?
No. There's no word. Are you ready, Bala?
Yes, I'm ready.
Worst vacation ever. What happened? Worst vacation ever. What happened?
We want to take a European vacation. That's what my wife told me. Yes, we did that. It was going good as well. We first went to Amsterdam, then to Rotterdam, after that to Brussels. The next stop was at Prague. Prague is a place where English is not really accepted or people do not know it. So much so that in the metro station, I went in and I could see only Czech language over there. I did not understand even a word of it. But somehow I tried to communicate with someone and they said, okay, you have to take the ticket from here. I just took the ticket. But there was a catch. Once you pay for the ticket, take it, you again need to punch it. Otherwise, it's considered illegal. I did not know it. We went to the next stop, and as I was getting down, there were ticket examiners there. And they said, this ticket is not valid. But I said, I paid for it. I bought a ticket. I have a ticket. No, you have to pay the fine. I was like, have I ever traveled in my life without ticket? But this is the first time I have been fined for a ticket even after buying it. You have to pay for it. That was a simple statement. I paid for it. Now, why I call this as my one of the worst vacations is because everything was going good till that moment where you have paid for it, but still you're fined for it. I felt so. Would you all agree? Back to you, Tabletop Master.
Thank you, Bala. That was a very interesting one. So I'll get my ticket punched next time also. Like learning for all of us. Our last table topic for the day, we will go with Manoj. Manoj, are you ready?
Yes.
Would you travel with your younger self? Would you travel with your younger self? Why?
Happy evening, each one of you. Yes, I would love to take my younger self to the mountains. And where is those mountains? It's in Pachmari. It's the central part of India. It's called the Queen of Satpuras. And why should I take my younger self to those mountains? Mountains are lonely. They're not too very crowded. And that's the place I can have an intimate talk with my younger self. When I talk about intimate talk, it is about self-discovery. Generally, if you like comparison between beaches and the mountains, I prefer mountains. Why? Beaches are always swarming with so many people. It is very difficult to understand yourself. But in mountains are lonely and they welcome you. They stand there as if unchanging and something as if they know the history of the whole civilization. And while climbing up the mountain, the canopy of trees, the chirping of birds, all that welcomes us. And while walking up with my younger self, I can have that dialogue. Yes, how is life going on? And the best lesson that I have learned so far is accept life as it comes. There have been ups and downs. It has gone like the waves of the sea, sometime swelling up, sometime going down. But every time it changes. That's the beauty of life. And that's what we are going to exchange with each other. So that at the end of the journey, we are ready to write a biography for all of you to read. Would you like to subscribe and read that biography of mine? I'll be writing with my younger self. So wait and watch and wait for the publication. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj, and thank you all the table topic participants for sharing your wonderful experience and taking us through your holiday journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahavir. Thanks for the great session and all the interesting questions. I think it brought out so many nice stories from so many people. That was great. Timer, do we have any disqualifications for today?
No disqualification.
Great, thanks. So now all of you are going to go on a vacation with me. I'm going to show you something and you'll have to guess what it is, either the place or the name of what I'm showing you. And if you have a story around it, please feel free to share. It'll be great to hear. I am not sure if you see my screen. Do you?
Yes.
All right. So what do you think this is? And where does it come from?
Pineapple bean or no? Rice.
Yes. And do you know where it comes from?
Pulao. Something.
Is it from Thailand?
Sorry, where?
Thailand?
Correct. Have you had that?
No, I just seen it.
Okay. Yes, it's from Thailand. And my story around this is that I've been to Thailand 4 or 5 times. It's like second home. I really love the place. And it's one place where initially when I started going, I hated the food. They have a very strong lemongrass added to all their dishes. And I could not stand it. And it was the only international destination where I would hunt for Indian restaurants so that I eat something familiar. And interestingly, when I started going the second, third, fourth time, I actually developed a taste for Thai food. So this is one of my favorites now. It's called as pineapple fried rice. And normally I'm not a sweet person. In the main course, I would actually like spice. So although it looks like it might be fruity, it's actually quite spicy. And it's presented in a pineapple, and I absolutely love it. So if you are around there sometime, you should try it out. In fact, you do get these days in Bangalore as well. Okay, and this is a trick question. You'll have to guess what this is. I actually cannot see the Zoom window, so please feel free to unmute yourself and speak up.
Countryside.
Sorry?
Countryside.
Yeah, which country or which part of the world do you think this is?
Switzerland?
Right?
Switzerland was the trick, so it looks like that, but it's not.
Is it
It's
Iceland?
Austria.
Amsterdam?
Close, very close to Australia. This is Slovenia, and the landscape and everything is very similar to how Switzerland would be. And for me, this place, it's called as Logar Valley. It was absolutely stunning. If you go in the summer or springtime, this is one of the great activities you could do. Cycle around, hike a little bit, watch the waterfalls and so on. It's also a popular winter place, but I've not been there in winter. So if you want to do Switzerland in half the money, this is the place you should go because it's actually quite cheap compared to Switzerland. Okay, easy one.
Italy.
UK?
It's France.
Right. It's Paris. Anybody, somebody should have a Paris story, so please tell us. Or anything about Europe. We heard one in the table topic, but anybody else would like to share any story they have about their Europe travel or desire to go to Europe, anything.
I had been to Brussels and I enjoyed the roadside music play. I mean, violin, people playing violin and celebrating. The entire environment was like a celebration. I really enjoyed that environment.
Yes. Thanks for sharing. Yes, the street performances are quite big in Europe, and my story here is about getting lost. And I visited Paris before GPS and smartphones were popular. And if you see, all these buildings look very similar. And we were put up in an apartment which was in one such building, and we were there for like 4, 5 nights. And every night I would lose going back. I mean, lose my way, and I wouldn't know how to get back to my apartment because I would end up at the wrong building. Everything looks similar, but it's also very, very beautiful because of the symmetry and similarity. Okay, so guess what this is, what it's called, where it is, or if you have experienced this, then you can talk about it.
Is it from Japan?
No. Do you know about the sport, like, or leisure activity, what exactly it is? Similar to kayak, but not actually a kayak.
So water yoga?
Yeah, it's yoga on the water. And this thing here is a paddle. So actually you do stand-up paddle on this. You stand up and you have a row and you row across the water body. It's done in lakes and calm rivers, but it's also done in the sea. And this is actually from Goa. So initially I went to learn. So when you're comfortable with kayaking, you want to have more adventure in life. So then I saw this, and it's more difficult because you have to stand up on the paddle and then there's water. So it's a little bouncy. So it was really interesting to learn stand-up paddle. And then after that, I wanted some more adventure in life. That's not me, of course, but I did a similar thing where there's a trip where you could do yoga on the stand-up paddle uh, during sunrise like this. And for me, that was one of the best experiences in my life. And it's very close home. So if you do get the time and you visit south of Goa, you definitely should try this. There are also classes where you can learn this. It's just 2 sessions and then you're there in the water. And if you don't know how to swim, then there's also a life jacket. All right. This is an easy one. Guess where this is?
Luxor, Egypt.
Right. I'm sure you have a story.
Egypt it is.
Yes. Any Luxor story?
No story, but in bucket list, sure.
Oh, you haven't been there. It's stunning. And if you are a history fan, man, Luxor is so filled with history, museums, and things coming out of stones. And you can actually spend days together discovering the past. And there are many temples and monuments there. This is one of my favorites. So I really like to keep looking at these pictures as well. On the other hand, you have to be very careful when you visit Egypt. It's very easy to get scammed and conned. So that was the part that wasn't good about the Egypt trip. But otherwise, as a scenery or as monuments, it really has amazing sights. Okay, we're going to skip this and we're going to get back to the evaluation now. So table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Smruti, are you ready?
Yes,
Please go ahead.
thank you so much. I would request timer to get spotlighted as well. Okay, thank you so much. Let's get started with our first table topic speaker, Toastmaster Shravan. The topic was Dream Vacation with Unlimited Budget. Toastmaster Shravan, the moment the topic was given to you, I saw that excitement on your face. But the moment you started your speech, there was a break there. I thought we will get started with the same energy. You gave me a buffet that here I'll start from Bangalore to London, Denmark, Austria. I was just making a note as if you have a to-do list. The best part is you were very specific, quite specific. In this particular place, I will do this. So you had a good content in place. Can we just give a structure to it? It felt as if you are just mentioning places. Can we just bind a good story to it, that why this breakfast here, why you want to come back to India, do you want to stay there itself? So add a story to it and keep the energy throughout the entire segment. It will be beautiful executing the same. So all the best for your next speech upcoming then. Thank you so much. Can we move ahead with DK? DK, the topic was surprise holiday, but the destination is a secret. So how you gonna do? It was a thought-provoking question, and you attempted it quite beautifully by adding two very important aspects. You said that you have a backpack ready, so you're not afraid of the journey. That caught the attention. That made me think that, hey, DK is ready to take this particular trip. You added more value to your speech by saying, I have my experience in understanding the languages. I would like to explore more about the local language. Good part. I'll tell you, DK, where we need to pay more attention. Try to transition from a conversation to a speech. The content which you shared today felt like a conversation with the TTM. Can we transition to a speech by adding an introduction to it? In the body part, you can describe more about the languages and the people. And while concluding, give some message to the audience or have some callback to your initial backpack trip. Try to structure it well. We are there and we'll get there sooner rather. So thank you so much, DK. All good luck for your upcoming speeches. Moving ahead, we had Toastmaster Prasang. The topic was vacation with a historic figure, who and why. Toastmaster Prasang, this was quite an interesting way of delivering a topic. I noticed that you gave me a reason why first, that why you want to pick someone. You had your reasons in place, then you said, who is that person? And again, you concluded by focusing on the why. It's a good sandwich approach while delivering a speech. Now let's talk about how to enhance it. Can we take some time and gather our thoughts? Once you watch the recording, you will see a pattern. You are repeating your answer again and again just to kill the time. Okay, so rather than doing it, we can just take initial pause to frame our thoughts that, hey, I know I'll talk this. What more content I can add? Now, what can we do here? If I were you, I might have tried speaking more about that. What exactly will I do now when I have my Vasco da Gama as a company with me? What more can I do there? So just work on gathering your thoughts, but I loved the way you attempted it. Please keep it up and try to work on bringing more thoughts to it. Thank you so much. Good luck for your future speeches. We had next Toastmaster Poonam, beaches or mountains. It's a very cliche topic. I was quite scared that how Poonam is going to attempt because I fail miserably when the topic is cliche because we are always prepared for, oh, I'll get a tricky one. But what a beautiful structure, Poonam. I felt as if you were prepared for the question. You had everything there. You had a very good way of moving to the next segment. There is one thing which you can try, and let me challenge you here. Can you convert your smile to an excitement? When you said the way we scroll phone through the gallery, can I see that difference in a smile and excitement? It will add more value to your speech. Second part, towards the end, you suddenly started something new. Maybe you were trying to complete the red mark, but it was quite visible in your speech. If you are planning to bring something new, let's work on your transition part. Can we bring a transition where you are saying that I am happy, but suddenly a budget discussion came into picture? So you can always work on the transition when you're attempting your next table topic. But I really love the way you attempted it. Thank you so much, Poonam. I wish you good luck for your future speeches. Next, we had Toastmaster Bala. The topic was worst vacation ever and what happened. That's again a very tricky one. You attempted it very beautifully with a story, a narration, and a very fine pitch to your delivery part. Now, Toastmaster Bala, I have something to challenge you here. You take care of your pitch part. You know that where the highs and where the lows. I want to challenge you on your pace part today. Can you add some faster pace, where you really want us to feel that nervousness that when you missed punching the ticket, or you were in this station, then you move to this particular station, you can always add more rush to your dialogue delivery so that the equivalent adrenaline rush will be there in an audience. They will also be completely immersed in your delivery. So let's challenge ourselves to working on your pace part, as you have already taken care of your pitch part. But good luck for your future speeches. Thank you so much for today's speech. We had our next Toastmaster Manoj. The topic was, would you travel with your younger self and why? What an in-depth discussion you took us in our journey, Toastmaster Manoj. You tried to reach the mountains and talk about loneliness to your younger one. Very good content, a very balanced message. Even while concluding, you added to have a very subtle, and you took the loneliness part, which is peak, and then you ended with a very soft note of having a biography with your younger one. Now, even though you completed everything, I don't know why I wanted to listen more. Why I felt that something is missing here. What happened? Why Toastmaster Manoj was curious to talk about loneliness, talk about acceptance of life, talk about changes. So, can we add more to it? Rather than stretching more on the initial part of introduction, can we cut there and add more depth, that why I want my younger one to understand this in this early age? If we can add more value to that content part, we are already nailing it, my strokes here and there. So, but thank you so much. I love the entire structuring part. I hope you understand where we need to work upon. That was a wrap, but thank you so much to our table topic master. All the questions were very thought provoking. You encouraged audience to answer it well. So I loved my part. Hope you had your part of enjoyment as well. On that note, I give the stage back to our team, Toastmaster Sameer. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smriti. Thanks for the great feedback. I'm sure all the speakers have some takeaways from there, and they will also be better speakers the next time. So that's almost a wrap, and it was really interesting to go over everybody's thoughts about vacations and vacation stories, what went well, what did not. It was great. We spoke about the past a little bit, about childhood. We spoke about the present, where we want to travel, visit places, and so on. A little bit about the future. So at least for me, if I have to think of vacations for the future, what I would like to do, one thing differently would be slow travel. And slow travel is a moment that encourages visiting places and being more mindful and meaningful. What this means is that you immerse yourself in the place you're going. Imagine going to Italy, spending a week and learning how to make pasta, and you just do that for a week. Or imagine going to Vietnam, spending 2 weeks there, cycling around from village to village, spending time with the locals, learning what they do, learning their culture, and so on. So this excites me, and this is something that I would like to do in the future. The advantage would be that it is sustainable, in the sense that you could choose modes of transport which are more sustainable. Instead of flight, you take maybe a train and things like that. And it could also be cheaper because you're spending so much time, you book maybe an apartment for a longer period. So instead of hotels, you're spending less on apartments. So that's also another advantage of this. Of course, it comes with the caveat that you actually need to have that much time. Many of us do not have that much time in our schedules to take so many leaves or whatever. It has to be a sabbatical, or you should have been retired to do something like this. And from what I hear from people who have done this, it also means that slow travel is not like your regular travel where you're a tourist and you are really enjoying and there's a lot of luxury, you're ordering food all the time, because you're spending a lot of time there. Maybe sometimes you have to live like a local where you cook your own meals and slow down a bit. So every day is not action packed. So that also might be difficult for some people. I wish I could ask for some perspective from the others as well, but we are over time. So with that, we'll call it a wrap and I will hand it back to the presiding officer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Let's hear it out for him for having this wonderful theme. And already, you know, our wish list would be ready now for the coming vacation. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Sameer. Now, we still have guests with us. First of all, our special guest for the day, TTM Pooja Saran. So you are here throughout. Do tell us something, because I hope the latter part of the meeting you were observing, even though behind the screen, but you were observing. So do share. You shared something with me. Let everybody listen to that.
I loved every bit of it. I am going to really take this forward ahead with a blissful vacation, and I'm sure that I'm going to give one to my kids. And you know, the part of this is the DTAC time, the annual conference time, and I'm sure everyone is busy preparing for that. That's what we are prepared here. There's so much I'm taking from this lovely space, lovely family of Gabbys, even if it's for 15 minutes, 50 minutes to be precise. I'm going to take back memories, and I hope my session helped in any possible way, even if little. That's what I'm looking forward to coming again and again and learning more from you. Thank you so much for calling me for this amazing joint family. I'll call it as joint family because 3 clubs are together. And that's what Ahmedabad and Gujarat is all about, joint families. I'm enjoying this joint family culture. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pooja. And yes, we'll be calling you again. And yes, we'll be calling you for a longer duration now. We could see the energy and the excitement in the room. Everybody had become a small kid, you know, showing the notebook to the class teacher. That is what was happening. So we would want to have you for a longer duration now next time. So be ready for that. I'm going to come back to you again. But thank you really very much for being there with us. So now when I'm talking to Pooja, one practice that we follow at Gabbys is the woes and the vows. So I'll just talk about that right now when I was talking to Pooja. So we talk at the end of the meeting, we talk about the woes. What could have been better? And we talk about the vows. So the woes are people who don't show their face even once. We want the cameras to, you know, come alive. We don't want to see the black screens. We want to see faces. We understand 2 hours duration, it becomes a bit difficult, but at least somewhere here or there, show us your presence. That connects us with you. So that's a big woe that we are still working on. I'm reminding people meeting after meeting about switching on the camera and coming up on screen. Another thing which I noticed is, you know, when the TTE was giving the evaluation, everybody was, you know, had that smile. The one who was being evaluated at the smile, normally people are a little bit afraid, scared, apprehensive, what will come. Here, everybody, she made feel everybody very comfortable. So that's really a wonderful thing that happened. But I really wish that all of us, the role takers, bring that thing, you know, the rise and the fall, the ups, the downs, the slow, the fast kind of thing happening so that the audience remains connected. That is one thing we need to work upon. And the wow factor. The educational session, a big wow. Audience interaction, a big wow. And the biggest thing is we have the educational speaker here with us till the end. That is the really kudos to you, Pooja, for that. It's really very heartwarming when the educational speaker decides to stay with us till the end of the meeting. That really gives us a lot of motivation. Thank you very much for doing that. And now I'll do something which I should have done earlier. I would want 1 or 2 guests to give us the feedback. Kendall K2. Kendall, this time you joined early. Generally, you join at the end. Today you joined early. Give me your feedback. I think today you'll be able to give a comprehensive one.
Well, good day. Thank you very much. I joined early, yes. I did preferably like the that educational session, I would say. Quite a lot to digest there with those different type of signatures and personalities that goes with it. So I learned a lot. There was a bit of noise in the background here when she mentioned you can, I believe, wrote the figure 8 to get kind of clarity in your thought or something like that. I didn't quite grasp that thing, but interesting session. The table 41 as usual. I like the topic. It's something I could identify with, and the evaluation segment was pretty good. That's something I think I have to introduce in our club, mention it to them. Evaluation of table topics. We don't do that on our side. So, but back to the signatures, very, very interesting, detailed, and I learned quite a lot. I myself have a kind of scribbly handwriting. So it was interesting, and I will be here again. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Kendall, for that. Now we have somebody by the name of Kantesh, and if we can see, the name has a dot after that. So does that tell us something about him? Kantesh, can you give us the feedback of the meeting? Okay. Maybe we can move on to somebody else. Now we have somebody since the very beginning by the name of Guest. So can this guest please unmute and speak something about the meeting?
Hi, this is DK. Can I
Yes.
share feedback?
Yes, please, please.
So, of course, if you talk about, first of all, thank you so much for the very insightful and engaging educational session, because I understood that actually signatures, that say something about the personality also. Kind of that people have the personality, the perspective, and kind of the person actually they are. So thank you so much for this great session, because there are so many takeaways. It's inspired a deeper understanding, of course, the how to sing is supposed to be, right? Also, apart from this, of course, if I talk about the evaluation session, it was equally commendable, kind of supportive, constructed, and it delivered with the clarity, like the past meetings also. So both these segments truly enriched the learning experience. So thank you so much for giving the opportunity to join this Gabbys family. Thank you. Looking forward.
Thank you so much. So thanks to all the people who shared their thoughts. Now moving on to the results. All right. Now the favorite role taker of today. So we have a tie between the Toastmaster of the day and the table topic evaluator. So both of them are the winners of the evening. Congratulations, guys. And the favorite table topic speaker, I think. All right. So the person by the name of Guest has sent a message to me that I don't know, he or she is unable to unmute or come up on video. And the person says it's a wonderful learning and a lot of takeaways. So thank you very much for sharing that. And yes, the favorite table topic speaker is Toastmaster Poonam Bhandari. So congratulations to her in absentia. Thank you very much. Sunil, in the meantime, if you could take a picture of something of the audience. And thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. And greetings of the day, because people have joined from different parts of the world. I cannot say good night. So greetings of the day. Enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, enjoy your night, whatever time of the day it might be. And in the hope of meeting you, all of you, next time again. And yes, the next Gabbys meeting happens on Saturday, 10 a.m. IST, 10 to 12. And let's hope to meet you next time. And then next time, and then next time, and maybe then next to next, maybe we have Pooja once again with a long, exhaustive session on handwriting and signatures. So thank you very much, Pooja, once again. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And with this, I call the meeting off. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much once again for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.